Hey everyone, today we're listening to Wake of a Nation by Zeal and Ardor. I'm just doing a quick reaction today because I don't feel like streaming. Just gonna react to this little EP here. So apparently this is avant-garde metal, doom metal, and black metal, which is three genres I would say I like, personally. Maybe doom and black metal sometimes is a bit mixed, especially doom metal. But I'm a big fan of avant-garde metal. Usually I'm a big fan of black metal usually, so I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's check it out. I was also just listening to the new Mayhem album a bit. It's fine so far. But yeah. Let's see.
You took all we had away.
Okay.
You quit to call it simple. We've been damned to say. I can't breathe. It's a cell phone. Please don't shoot. I need to get home. I'm on my knees, begging please. So you're just following orders. They just keep following on us. How many more will it last? Why not just take over? You took all our hope away.
I didn't expect piano in this. And that clean singing, but that's okay.
I can't breathe, it's a cell phone, please don't shoot. I need to get home, I'm on my knees, begging please. So you're just following orders, they just keep following on us. How many more will it last? Why not just take all of us? Take this quietly. We won't 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 take this. Take a life, you'll never get 'em back. I can't breathe, it's a cell phone. Please don't shoot. I need to get home. I'm on my knees, begging please.
Okay. Interesting first song. Not really what I expected. You know, it's talking about a pretty serious topic here. That I understand. I would just, I mean, what I would say is that I feel like the lyrics are maybe a bit, kind of, I don't know, weird, a bit basic in parts, like, it's a cell phone, please don't shoot, I don't know about that part, but, I get the rest of it. I mean, that's the only, that's like the only powerful lyrics that I'm not a big fan of, like I don't even know why, I don't even really know how to explain why it's that certain part that stands out that I don't like, but it kind of just comes across like not the best way it could. I feel like there could have been more like thought put behind that, I feel like. but because the lyrics are kind of like really straightforward in this song, but production is interesting because you have like these guitars, but I wouldn't really, if I would hear this in like somewhere, I wouldn't assume it's a metal song, I would say. So I don't know if that's intended. I don't know if we're gonna get like a change up next song. But let's see. I mean, the song is fine so far. I want to see where this goes. That's only the first song. Okay, let's see. I have no clue what that means. Hold on. What does that mean? Warriors. Okay. I guess it means warriors.
Don't belong, you don't belong here anymore. Pack up your things and pray you're gone before the war. So don't belong, you don't belong here anymore. Collide your bodies, helping hands on the terrain. Fly people, I'm telling you, it's been too late. You're evil, the doctor eyes a vicious smile. All evil, one day we shall retaliate. Run, Father, they're killing you to help themselves. Fly, Mother, before long they'll want you as well. They think they had their way and won again. But in another way, we will avenge.
Okay. I mean, this definitely felt more metal right away. The lyrics sometimes I feel like they don't really make much sense. I don't know what's up, but like one thing that stood out: pure evil. The doctor hides a vicious smile. I don't know what the Dr. Heidseber's smile has to do with any of the other lyrics being about like war and stuff. But maybe I'm just not aware. That could be the case of what I'm trying to say here. It's just kind of a bit confusing at times, and I think the writing could be a bit better. Again, that's my complaint so far, and I think that might continue if the lyrics keep going like this. But this is definitely like, I mean, we have like black metal, doom metal, and avant-garde metal as like the genres. So this is like, more like a black metal song, I guess. We haven't like really had like a doom metal song yet. I wonder how they're gonna sound like, but I don't have much to say about this. This is like just pretty fine so far. This is pretty fine. Like the sound is pretty fine, but there's also like nothing that really stands out to me that I could like talk about. So let's keep listening.
I know how you're going to die. Whispers weary mother to child. We've seen this all before we're gone. We've seen this all before. I know how you.
Let me see if this is the right order I'm listening to. Okay, it is good. Yeah.
It's written in the hidden sides of your face. The cries and screams of all you've done. It tears at the seams today.
Okay. Let's talk about this. So the piano addition to this like EP is very interesting. It's definitely not really what I expected. So I'm still trying to like get a bit used to it, I guess. But this is like definitely like a step up. I feel like the metal parts in the song, like the scream at the end, for example, the guitar melodies we had going on, That stuff is awesome. The like singing part is fine, I would say. I feel like the lyrics here are also a bit better than the last two songs. Like there's nothing here that like stands out to me as like some random shit that I don't really understand. I mean, I'm not necessarily like don't understand, but like that I think like could have been rephrased a bit. But this is like a good song actually. Like I don't have any complaints about this. Like, I mean, I don't really know what you would call the, what even would you call the genre that's like, that they play here, like, in this part.
Tears at the seams today.
Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. What genre would this even be? Is this what? Because like it says it's labeled as doom metal, but I don't think this is doom metal. I really don't think. I think it's somewhere like labeled it wrong, I guess. It's kind of like pop soul or something, or like, not really. I really am not too good at like narrowing down like genres, except if it's like metal or electronic music, I guess. Yeah, but like whatever that is, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I can get it, you know. I don't hate this. Now we got a pretty short song, and I'm gonna let this go into the next song because this is a really short song. I'm gonna say like a few words maybe. What is that snare? Okay.
Lost in a fall, early in the morning. You're never coming home. You ain't never coming home. Getting lost in a fall, early in the morning. You're never coming home. You ain't never coming home. Lost in the fall, early in the morning. You're never coming home. You ain't never coming home. You're getting lost in the fall, early in the morning. You're never coming home. You ain't never coming home.
It looks old already. And it's gonna go on, but there are pop lyrics. This is such a interesting combination. Okay, let me talk about the interlude first. I'm not a big fan of the interlude. I feel like they're trying to like talk about something here, but they're just not really talking about it. That's what I'm feeling like right now. It's like there's a lot of lyrics where it's like it just kind of like repeats the same thing a lot, and it's basically just like kind of like probably talking about the George Floyd situation, because that was very popular around the time. For anyone who doesn't know, now people should probably know. Well, if you don't know who George Floyd is, just look it up. Just look up George Floyd. But I'm sure most people know that are gonna watch this. And it is a pretty serious topic, right? There's stuff like that happening way too much. It's not good. It's probably not gonna stop, sadly. Because like, I mean, how are you gonna stop it? You know, it's just like pretty much everywhere to a certain degree. The like concept of the police has flaws, and there's people like using their power, of course, right? No matter if it's like, I mean, I've seen it many times before, like just on what we're talking about right now, the George Floyd situation, stuff like that, where the police is like, sometimes the police just shoots people literally, or like, how do you call it exactly? I'm not quite sure. Or like kind of like holds people in like a chokehold or some similar stuff, which they're not supposed to do. But you know, some police officers they're not gonna stop doing it. It's just unnecessary, like people abusing their power and stuff. You know, or like just turning off their body cams to do vile stuff. It's not cool, and it's a pretty serious topic, and I feel like this album is, or like this EP is kind of like, it's kind of like failing to talk about it, in my opinion. Like, it's kind of there, but like I really do feel that the lyrics could have been more introspective, more like kind of like in depth, I guess. In depth. Okay, I can't speak. In depth, I think. And I don't think that's the case right now. But I think this is one of their older albums, if I'm not mistaken, or like, oh, it's not that old. Okay. Okay, never mind. I just kind of feel like it could have been more done in the interlude. It was just kind of like repeating some things that were also the first song. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of like stuff like that, I guess. The last song was interesting, but I feel like even the metal part gets kind of like, could have like more going on, because there wasn't much happening, I feel like, as a whole. But it was pretty good, I would say. Now we have the last song, I think, which is Wake of a Nation. Well, let's see.
We brought you up, we bring you down. We're riling up. We're nation, wake of a nation. The king is dead. The king is dead, and it seems we ain't playing anymore. Pick it out, fire complaint at the door. Don't you think we grow tame over time? The king is dead, don't you get it? American carcass, seconds, don't fall asleep, the wake of a nation.
Okay. That's the end of the EP, I think. Yep, there you go. Okay, definitely, I would say the best instrumental-wise on this EP. The vocals were fine, you know, with some pretty good singing. The lyrics were partly good, I would say. They're still like pretty like generic overall, but they're not bad. As a whole, I would probably give this project like a 6 out of 10, like a 5.5. I think there could have been more done overall. The lyrics, a bit more maybe like detail to the instrumental, especially at like the quieter parts of the pianos. There could have been more textures going on, for example. The singing, I would say it's good. The screams are also good. And that's about it. This is my first time listening to Zeal and Ardor, by the way, so I know they have like probably other stuff I should have listened to first, like Strange Fruit maybe. That one seems interesting. I guess it's like American folk music. Or is that just this album? It's kind of like a mix of like gospel and blues work. Anyways, thank you for watching, and goodbye.